I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Let him cook! Let him cook now! Let him cook! I said!
Let him.
Hi guys, back with another video. Today we're playing the global tournament and I got pretty far, as you can see in the title. So I didn't record my gameplay live again because I wanted to focus on the games. So these are only the replays. I hope that's okay. I have recorded some live gameplay on a mini account that I played. I got 30 wins there. If you're interested, let me know in the comments and I can upload those games as well. That are also not bad. So for this video I only chose the last games until I got to 35. Some of them are closer, some of them less close. This one starts off pretty good. Craig no skill, Mortar Bait, the new deck, and perfect log to get no cannon card hits and retarget it onto the ice golem. Alright, now the matchup in general I would say is decent. He has the cannoneer and he has a lot of spam, which can get annoying, and with the cannoneer you're also not getting that many hawk hits. Now we can try to activate our king tower. I think that was a little bit early. Yes, it was. I already saw that coming, to be honest. But that's okay. It's not the end of the world, of course. It would be nice though. I don't know if I'm gonna get it later in this game. But, of course, with the right timing, you can activate your king tower with skellies against the mortar. If you use it at about 42 seconds on that little charge up clock when the mortar is placed, that's when you have to release your finger that you hold on the skellies. Anyway, now this matchup also is won by playing pretty defensively and then trying to abuse, for example, that their defense without mortar is not perfect. Right now he used the mortar on offense, so I could go hawk opposite and he didn't have the perfect defense. I mean, evil bats and cannon card are pretty solid, but the way he placed them, I think if he placed everything earlier, then he would have gotten a flawless defense. This way it was one hawk hit, so that's exactly what you're looking for. If they play it perfectly, it's gonna get very close, and that's also what's gonna happen here in this game, because you're barely getting any damage. Maybe a hawk hit here or there, maybe a fireball here or there, but they will also get some minorship, maybe some spirit goblins, arrows of course, and overall that's just gonna be pretty balanced in terms of damage for both of you. So yeah, we're trying to snipe off the cannon card here, keep it out of danger so it won't be an issue for us on our side. Of course it's not optimal that it's surviving on the other side, because then I can't go in, so I'm just going in on the other side here. But yeah, cannon against the evil mortar, perfect. I have to defend that goblin though. Yes, it was on the cannon on the left and it would have gotten into the tower, because that's how goblins work. Oh, the mortar not perfect by him, gives us an opportunity to just go for a fireball here on the spirit goblins. In general, you do have to fireball cycle a lot, I guess, in most matchups, in any matchup where they have somewhat solid defense against your hogs, even if you don't get much value. But of course, naked fireballs just with no value at all is very risky, I guess. Here again, trying to keep the cannon cart out of danger. In this case, the log was a little bit too early, so it's gonna stay there until the end of time. But that's okay. Against the evil mortar, we're just gonna fireball anyway. Yes, also the goblin gang, perfect. Nice musketeer against the evil mortar to support, because the cannon was gonna die from his arrows. Evil Skelly's now going ham. He's in a bit of trouble. Oh, I unfortunately used the fireball before I saw the mortar coming. 5, 4, 3. Last fireball, please, please, please. Oh, there it is. The last second fireball. But actually, it wasn't needed. As you can see now, the damage difference is 232. Fireball only does 207 damage. So just defending the miner, as I did, was enough. So GG, and on to our next game. This guy is a 2.6 player, Cha-Cha, very well known, very OG. And what does he do? Of course, he doesn't know me, I guess. Oh, he doesn't remember me. He goes hog first play. It's not the most honorable move among 2.6 players. So, of course, he starting hands me here for 1 hog hit. I think with a bit of a better timing and stuff and everything, I might have gotten a flawless defense here, but I just wasn't in the perfect mind state for that. So he gets a hog hit, and this cycle is a little bit weird right from the start, but that's okay. We're gonna try to do our best here. Of course, two musk hits and log is gonna kill the musk, so that was a bad ice golem by me. The hog, on the other hand, from him also not very good, because it's just a +1 trade for me. In general, mirror matchup 2.6 is quite complicated, I would say. There's a lot of things to consider and a lot of things to sort of think about, like depending on your playstyle and how you want to approach the game. So the first tip that I would give you is to not go mindless hogs at the bridge. For example, this one again, I don't know what that was supposed to be. Not only did I have my evil skellies and I could get a cheap defense, but also I would have had my cannon for another +1 trade. I tried to go for a counter push here, but he defended it perfectly, so that wasn't a big issue for him either. Definitely not perfectly played by me. I should have probably sit back and try to just build a bigger elixir advantage in this case. Now I'm going musk opposite, because it's not any fireball value for him. He doesn't really want to do that. This hog is pretty good. He's getting nice fireball value if he wants to hit my cannon. Of course, I'm going to place the cannon out of fireball range, but he doesn't go for that. He goes for the musketeer. So that's in general not a big problem. Nice ice golem by him. Again, hog, I don't agree with that. Most hogs you want to play either if you have the enemy outcycled for sure, or if you have him in a really bad spot. In this case, that wasn't the case, so it just didn't make much sense for him to go hog. But it wasn't terrible either. It's really very minor things that make the difference in these games. Here he did have me outcycle a little bit, so I had to use my ice spirit. I could have used it on the right or wherever, but I felt safer using it on the hog, and then I had my cannon back in cycle. Hog in the bag is probably the only way that you can really put solid pressure on the enemy in a 2.6 mirror matchup. In this case, he's trying the same, and he has my cannon barely outcycled. I'm getting back, and it's a bit of an awkward spot, but with the musk on the other side, which he won't fireball because it's no good value for him. I'm safe, and he's gonna try to go for a hog again. No, in this case, he fireballs it, and this is where I see my chance, because fireballing on defense on a musketeer and maybe an ice golem is almost never good. You want to use as many fireballs as you can on the enemy tower, and here I did see my chance to go for a fireball. I wanted to predict that ice spirit there. Of course, it was only a small chance that it was gonna work. It did, but yeah, not a big difference. And now we are up a little bit in damage, as you can see when my log comes. Yes, I'm about 40 damage ahead, so it's really close up until now, but I've made up that fireball, that first hog hit. Pretty close. Now he gets a nice fireball, unfortunately, and a log, and I have to log on defense, which makes this all quite awkward because now I'm trailing behind the damage, and I don't really know what to do. 30 seconds. I don't have much elixir. He has a nice musk on the opposite. It defends my musk perfectly. Fireball, and fireball by me again. His log, and if I log, I am again ahead in damage. Very nice. Oh my god, it's so close. Cannon on the top, not perfect, and he goes hog as well. I get my cannon back and my log. Will he get his last fireball? 3, 2, 1. Wow. As close as possibly gets, as balanced as a game possibly gets. We both didn't play perfectly, but yeah, very fun, very exciting. GG. And our next game against Londex, the Pekka player. He definitely knows what he's doing with this deck specifically. He's a one trick with that specific version. He's played it ever since I think Little Prince came out, or Evo Knight came out, something along those lines, because he's been playing that same version no matter the balance changes, and he's always done solidly with it. Of course, I have a very good matchup here. He can only really get me in danger if he has Evo Zap and arrows in combination, and maybe Evo Knight at the same time, because then with Evo Zap and arrows my musk dies and my cannon can die as well. If I spread them out, of course he can't hit both with the zap, but with the arrows he can, and the cannon pretty much dies from arrows if it stands for 5 seconds. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. He's definitely someone who knows how to pressure someone like me with his deck at the right time, but in general it's a very good matchup, so I should never lose this. The Pekka here a little bit late. Yes, I get a hit, perfect. With the right timing, of course, Pekka can flawlessly defend hog. Not the case here. Now we're just gonna defend the Pekka as always, kiting him around. That's what I love to do. Kiting is so fun. Just left and right. You know, sometimes they build up these big pushes and then they have the tank, like for example the Pekka, and you kite him to one side, then you kill all the backup and the stuff that came behind with the push, and then the Pekka's on the other side, still full HP, and you kite him back and then you kill him. Oh, that's very fun. Now here the evil skellies, for some reason I thought that he didn't have zap yet, but I mean, of course he had, so the evil skellies were almost wasted. Just a 1 elixir trade for me, +1. Then the mega minion on the right, I just let the damage through because well, usually, so I didn't think the damage. Now here comes the difficult situation. He has the Evo Knight on one side, Evo Zap and arrows kills my musk. My cannon's also dead. I need the next one, please. I get the push defended on the right, okay, but now he has 2 Ram Riders and the Pekka killed my cannon. Both are charging. Oh my god, my tower is going down. Zap, Evo Skellies, shit, and log. 700. I'm not happy about the situation. He had the 3-card cycle, which I do find an incredibly stupid mechanic. I think that shouldn't exist, but of course I could have defended this better. I don't know exactly how. It is the one big dangerous push that he can build up. Evo Knight on one side, and then Evo Zap arrows to kill my musk. Usually he can't really kill that. See, now he only threw arrows, but the cannon was basically already dead. Fortunately, here the zap, he used it so early that my Ice Brute wasn't caught in the middle or whatever, and it got some nice value. Now we can finally go in again. We really need to go in as well, because we're up behind by 1000 damage. Now he has Evo Zap again, and he has some solid push coming. Maybe early Evo Skellies. Yes, perfect. He used the Evo Zap on the musk, and he got to kill all the Evo Skellies and the musk with the arrows. But the defense still was solid. I am down on elixir. Very nice prediction by him with the Little Prince. But it is still a hit. The Ram Rider came late. He didn't use the ability on the Little Prince, and it is not what it once was. Evil Ice Spirit. Oh my god, he has the next one. Yeah, that's 3-card cycle in a nutshell. Log. Oh, it doesn't hit, but the Ram Rider dies anyway. Okay, now we're... Yeah, he's spell cycling me down. Oh my god, this is gonna be close. First fireball, 500 HP left. He has the arrows. Now he's activating 3-card cycle. Evil Zap back. Ram Rider and Hawk. I know he doesn't have enough for Pekka, so this Hawk, please, please, please. Yes, yes, yes. He has arrows, Knight, and he has the Zap back, but not in time. That is GG. Oh my god, so close again. I shouldn't have made it that close. But we won, so that's all that matters, of course. And our next game against Suisei, apparently a Loon Cycle player. Let's see, this matchup also not easy. I would say it's probably about 50-50, but it's super hard to play. He is only playing one Evo, respect to him. Of course, that is just crazy in this current situation. And the deck in general cannot be very good if you're only playing one Evo. So he definitely needs to be playing it very well if he's getting this far in a global tournament. This was, I think, at 33 wins or something. Alright, we caught the miner. Yeah, I don't want any damage to happen. But then the bomb from the loon will always go onto the tower. In general, that's why I'm saying it's probably about 50-50, because he has a fast cycle, so outcycling is not really an option. Yeah, I'm trying something with my Evo Skellies, but well, against this deck, that's not gonna work. they got pretty close, but yeah, with all the tools he has, they usually won't get a lot of value. Anyway, I'm saying it's 50-50 because, well, you're not outcycling him, but you have the fireball. So you can create some pressure with your Hawk pushes if you use the fireball, and you can cycle it just for the damage as well. But then he has the loon damage, which is almost impossible to prevent. I do get a very nice Hawk hit here. I didn't know that he had the Evo Skellies. That was my mistake. Of course, I should have just gone for log prediction, and that would have been very, very good. But in this case, it was one Hawk hit, and that's okay too. So he has the loon damage, and he has minor damage, which is also unpreventable. He can also snowball it, the tower, so that he gets guaranteed minor damage, because no matter what troop I put on, except for a cannon, it will be pushed away and the miner will focus on the tower. Now here, Evo Ice Spirit, perfect value, of course, against Loon. It's very good. The pre-placed bomb tower, not that perfect from him, and I do get one musk shot. No Hawk hit though, but I am in a solid position here. That musk was actually an accident. I wanted it to be, I think, an ice golem. For some reason it ended up being the musk, but it wasn't terrible. So here we can see what I mean. He gets the minor damage, and I need to use a second cannon, and he has the loon back in cycle, so I just used musk and cannon, and he has the next loon already, so it's kind of hard to defend. I try to push back the ice golem with my log, but it doesn't work if he times it right, so the ice golem will still focus, and here still be focused by the tower, and here I'm just letting that hit go through. I think he was still mostly focused on the other side, so I thought it's okay to take the hit. Before that, my Hawk got eaten up by the Evo Skellies. I didn't think about the cycle again, my mistake. They definitely do a good job against my Hogs here, and if I wasn't so bad, I could have gotten a lot better value. And here, for some reason, he gets no bomb tower in his defense. I need a second cannon though as well, and he has the loon already, and he gets the bomb damage, so this is not easy. But he definitely made a few mistakes. He should always go for a safe bomb tower defense. And I get another Hawk hit against the Evo Skellies and 2 musk shots. Perfect. Okay, now I'm in a great spot. I just need to defend for the last 45 seconds. Miner caught with the skellies. The cannon, okay. Didn't get hit by the barb, but it dies pretty quickly anyway. Ice Spirit, Evo, perfect. And the Loon, the bomb tower placement wasn't perfect, so he needs to use the Musk, which is not what he wants, because he wants to use the fastest cycling cards only, and miners and loons. Now opposite side to kill the cannon, but it won't be enough. I already have my next one, so no loon damage. And it shoots the next ice golem, already dead. Musk dead from the fireball, and then next cannon, and that's an ice spirit now on the cannon, on the loon, and that is GG. Yeah, I could defend in the end. If you have a nice damage advantage, it is relatively easy to keep that, but in general it's very hard to get that in the first place if they don't make any mistakes. So he definitely did a few here. And on to our next game, Ice Cream Cake. He plays Expo 3.0. And the interesting thing here is that what you will see in a second, that he plays Evo Skellies and not Evo Archers. Evo Archers make this matchup very hard. A lot of Expo players like to say that it's still a good matchup for 2.6, which it kind of was before Evos. It was definitely not bad either, maybe about 60-40 for 2.6, but now with Evos, I mean, my Evo Ice Spirit is kind of useless, the Evo Skellies are kind of useless as well, and then he, on the other hand, has Evo Archers, which can put out a lot of pressure, and he has the Evo Tesla, which shuts down any push that I ever try to build. He's already up in Elixir here, but, well, as I said, him having the Evo Skellies instead of the Archers makes this very interesting, very different. You know, usually you don't want to give any fireball value. So, for example, you saw my cannon here, this is out of fireball range. And the issue is that with Evo Archers, you can put them at the bridge and kill all my defenses, whatever I try to place against the Expo. And here, even without Evo Archers, my defense is a little bit messy. With the Ice Spirit and Log, my Hawk only got one hit. And yeah, I need to spend a lot of Elixir to defend that Expo. Oh my god. Again, he's up in Elixir here just by using Expo. I never really figured out how to defend Expo without a negative Elixir trade. But somehow, usually, you're still okay. Now, I know that he has the Evo Tesla here. So I know that if I go with a simple Hawk, which I will soon, and he just defends it with the Evo Tesla, there you go, that it's just gonna be a clean 4-4-4 trade. So basically his Evo Tesla is wasted and he just got a normal Tesla defense, and at the same time I could also weaken his Expo push a little bit. Now he has the Tesla back in cycle, of course. The Musk, I just want to put on some pressure, maybe try to start something without cycling or whatever. He uses the Expo and then the Knight in front, which makes me think, okay, I have a chance with my Hawk, and I do, but I didn't know about the Evo Skellies. I'm so dumb. And he gets a fireball on my cannon. I didn't think he was gonna get that, so I used it low. And now that Expo defense, now I think he gets so much damage, man. I was thinking, you know, the Expo was almost dead, so I didn't need the Ice Golem here, but then it was so much damage in the end anyway. Low Tesla here gives me fireball value, makes the defense for him very expensive now. He needs to use Knight, Ice Spirit and Log. And before that, what you could see, what I tried all the time, was any time that he goes Expo and then he goes, for example, Knight in front, or he also has Archers on the field and he just really tries to support his Expo, that's the perfect time to go Hawk. Here, for example, I knew, okay, Evo Tesla, and then I could go for an offensive cannon because he wasn't gonna have enough Elixir for a Knight. I don't even know if he had it in cycle. And here I out-cycled his Tesla almost. No, he did have the Tesla back in cycle, but he didn't use it. For some reason, huge mistakes here. He thought that his archers, skellies, and log was going to be enough to defend my hog, but it wasn't. So now the fireball cycle starts last minute. Of course, my cycle is 1 elixir faster if we're really all going by the cheapest. And he gets the evil skellies again. I forgot about them again. Now he does get some fireball value. Sometimes you just have to let that happen because it's better to place the ice golem low than high. Now I need some extra spam stuff against the expo, and he gets a second expo on the field, but I can use the hog and then distract the expo with the ice golem to get a pretty solid defense there as well. He cycles his next fireball, I cycle mine. I predict the expo with my cannon, but he also predicts my cannon with his knight. Hog on the left, he needs a Tesla for that. What will he do? He tries skellies and log, but it's not enough. I get a hog hit. Also, the evil ice spirit jumped on his archers, very nice. And I can cycle another fireball and just spam because it's 3x and I get a lot of elixir. And that is gonna seal the deal. We both made some mistakes, but it was a good game. The counter pushes on the other side were definitely crucial, and keeping a solid defense is as well. So if you can do that, you definitely have some solid chances in this matchup. And on to our last game. As you can see, I'm playing against Wallace, the world's finalist from last year. This is unfortunately gonna be my loss. I decided to put it in the video anyway because it's still a solid game that I played against Drill Cycle. That is a terrible matchup. It's basically 100-0, so there's nothing you can do from the 2.6 side as long as the Drill player doesn't fuck up very badly. Now with the Evo Drill, you can see where the drill is going, so that was an easy defense for me there. But yeah, in general, this is a terrible matchup and I will lose this in the end. I am gonna have a disconnect in the last 10 seconds, but it doesn't matter. I would have lost anyway. So yeah, you can basically not outcycle him. You cannot really flawlessly defend Evo Drill, or Drill for that matter, all the time. But him defending your hogs all the time flawlessly is very, very easy actually with the cards that he has. Now I have his Tesla outcycled. I know that he used a lot of expensive cards, and then the Drill, huge mistake, and then he does not go for the log, but he still doesn't get another hit the hog unfortunately. And then the Evo Ice Spirit, terrible. I do get the tower damage, man, so sad. That would have been perfect as a start if I had placed the Evo Ice Spirit a little bit later, and then the Demolisher would have crossed the bridge already and gotten attacked by the tower. This way he wasn't attacked and he had enough HP in the end to still reach the tower with his death bomb, and that was a lot of damage that I did not want to take. And the little fun fact is, if I hadn't taken the damage, I would have won in the end. So now we're gonna try to defend his Evo Drill, and then we're going hog opposites, so his Evo Tesla is irrelevant. He uses the poison as well, and he gets 1 goblin hit. Oh my god, this stupid fucking card, man. This Evo Drill, yeah, he played well there. I have to use the cannon against this Demolisher. Yeah, it's very, very annoying to play against this deck, and it's of course very frustrating as well. The knight was well played by him, definitely. I'm not even getting a fireball. Yes, I am getting a fireball hit, at least. Now, can the Ice Spirit freeze the goblin in time? Oh my god, he got another hit by the goblin because my log was a little bit late. That sucks again. I'm still up in damage a little bit, and I'm just trying to hold on to that advantage by cycling as many fireballs as possible. But the issue is, and you will see that this is exactly what's gonna happen in the end, that he has poison and drill, which also does a little bit of pop-up damage, and then he also has log, which he can use offensively, while I always have to use it on defense against his drills. So I only get fireball damage, and he gets poison and drill and log damage, which is significantly more than my fireballs. So even though I have a damage advantage right now, it's going to be very hard for me to hold on to that. Not to mention that the Evo Drill is basically impossible to flawlessly defend. So yeah, there's always going to be 1 goblin here or there. This time, yes, another goblin hit as always. This bottom goblin did not reach the tower, but the one on the side did. Very well played by him again. Definitely deserved damage there, considering that my Evo Ice Spirit, for example, doesn't do anything. Yeah, GG. That is exactly what a regular Ice Spirit would have done as well. Very nice. Balanced game as always. Now what can we do here? We're still up in damage. He uses a defensive poison. That is terrible. Honestly, that is one of the worst plays I've ever seen. I have no idea why he did that. And we can get, yes, perfect flawless defense with the cannon and then Ice Spirit and log. And now he has the Evo drill. Instant log. Yes. No. Yes, I think it was a flawless defense, or maybe not. And then boom, another hit by the goblin. Totally deserved. Well played to him here. He gets a lot of very legal and fair hits. Definitely. My next fireball, unfortunately I need 2 logs and 1 fireball here, but I always have to log on defense. If I hadn't logged here, then the goblins would have definitely gotten onto the tower because they push each other. And now I have my disconnect. 59 HP is not enough anyway, and his log would have finished off the game even if I could have defended the drill. And that is GG. I'm only coming back to the game now, but the log wouldn't have been enough because log deals 58 damage and the tower had 59, so I would have lost at 1 HP. Well, that's definitely okay to lose against a 100-0 matchup against a world's player, who of course could have won this completely flawlessly except for the fireballs that I'm throwing, if he was any good. But anyway, I hope you liked it. I hope this was fun to watch, and I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.